The infamous Lauryn Hill had a song in which she said, "How you gonna win if you ain't right within?" And that statement covers a multitude of areas, and your hair and scalp are no exceptions. Welcome back to Hair, Hair, My Side, where we bridge the gap between and stylists and clients. Whoa, I've been talking all day. One conversation at a time. I'm Angela B. Fuller, and you all know the drill. I have been in the hair industry for 35 plus years, and listen, I've created this series so that I can educate my people about hair, because we got to start doing better, y'all. So today we're talking about something that a lot of us overlook, and that is keeping your hair healthy from the inside out. Because hair is the truth. Hair, healthy hair, does not start with what you put on your hair. It starts with what you put inside of your body. So we're going to dive deep. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the importance of supplements, the importance of your diet, and your hydration if you want to keep your hair on your head. So this is the thing about hair, and I'm going to make this as simple as I can, as simple as possible, because I want you to understand, okay? When you look in the mirror, you see strands of hair. All you see is what appears to be a solid piece of strand, but that's not how the hair is designed. The hair, the part that you can actually see with your eyes, the part that you adorn so much, it's really made up of a lot of scales, like a fish. You know, if you're cleaning fish and you're cleaning backwards, you notice the scales lift up and flip off. Well, that's the same way with the hair. If you look at your hair under a microscope, that's what you're going to see. Layers and layers upon layers of scales. That's what the hair is made up of, okay? And so what you don't see, though, you see that strand of hair when you look in the mirror, but what you don't see is what's happening underneath the scalp. You don't see what's happening in between that thin layer of strand. But this is the thing. You don't see the hair bulb, and you don't see what's happening with that scalp. But that is where all that takes place, the areas that you don't see, that is where oxygen is blood. What happens is your blood delivers oxygen and nutrients to feed your hair follicle. So I know you're going to ask me, well, Angie, what is a follicle? I'm going to tell you. I'm glad you asked. I looked it up. A follicle is a small sac-like structure found in the body that often serves as a site for growth. Now, a hair follicle, what we're talking about today, because there's several different types of follicle, but a hair follicle is a tiny pocket in the skin from which a hair grows. It includes the root of the hair, and it's surrounded by cells that provide nutrients, and hear me, and help your hair growth. That's what a follicle is. So the follicle is very, very important, okay, to help what comes out of your scalp and hair bulb, what we see, this thing we just, we spend millions of dollars on, and keeping it adorned, keeping it healthy, keep it flowing, the whole 9 yards. But if your body is low on vitamins, on minerals, on nutrients, on water, yes, water, your hair bulb doesn't get the amount of nutrients that it needs. And if it doesn't, guess what that leads to? That leads to dry, dull, brittle, thinning hair. And that's what I have seen in this industry. Okay, that's what I see in the industry. So let's break this down into 3 simple reasons why taking supplements helping your hair out, because if you ain't getting the right nutrients, you are going to struggle with that hair being the way you want. And I'm not talking about your lace fronts, I'm not talking about your wigs, your braids. I'm talking about your natural hair that God gave you. Okay? We got to get back to taking care of our hair. And it's not that hard. It's very, very simple. So, if your body is low on vitamins, like I said, low on nutrients, low on minerals, low on water, your hair bulb ain't gonna get the nutrient that it needs. And that's why you're having the problems that you're having. So we're gonna talk about why it's so important for you to supplement, taking some hair supplement, okay? Eating right, and when I mean eat right, eating real food, not packaged food, eating real food. Basic food, a carbohydrate, you want some protein and some vegetables and healthy fats. That's what it boils down to. And staying hydrated. Those simple things can completely change the health of your hair in a matter of 30, 60, 90 days, I'm trying to tell you. So I'm going to go over 3 benefits of taking hair supplements. So go ahead and get something to write with. I'm going to be quick and to the point, okay? And if you're with me, put in the chat, put in the comment, I'm with you. So the first thing is this: 3 benefits of hair supplements, hair vitamins. The first thing is nutrient boost for your hair follicles, for that sac in which the hair bulb sits, and be fed the proper vitamins and minerals and hydration. So when it shoots through and you can see that new growth, it comes out shiny, it comes out strong, it comes out resilient. Supplements, things such as biotin, things such as vitamin D, all of your B vitamins, it gives your hair the fuel that it needs to grow. A car ain't gonna move without gas, y'all. Everything is dependent upon something to be the best that it can be. The knowledge that I am giving you, your hair is dependent upon this knowledge, and I want to encourage you to use the knowledge, the information that I am giving you. These vitamins like biotin, vitamin D, vitamin B, and even some natural products. You got some natural products out here that will do the same thing. I take my supplements. I take my supplements every day. So when you take in your supplements, what they do is the supplements help to support the protein, the keratin protein that your hair is made out of. And it supports the production of that protein, so that hair, the health of that hair is turning over, renewing itself. And that's the backbone of strong hair strands. Okay, that's the backbone. It's not about what you put on your hair, it's what you put in your body. Let's be real. Not everyone gets to sit in a stylist chair every 2 weeks. Some of you are doing your hair at home. And then there's some of you who you're just seeking old school professional hair care advice. And that's where I come in. I now offer online hair regimen consultations. You get all of your questions answered. You also get product recommendations, and you get to walk away with a custom blueprint designed specifically for you. Don't guess about your hair. Get clarity. Click the link in the description and book your session. Now, let's get back to the conversation. The second benefit of taking a hair supplement is that it produces a stronger scalp health. Because let's think about this for a second. How on earth can your hair grow out healthy and strong and remain on your head if the place in which it is buried underneath is not healthy? That's like planting this plant I have here. This plant, this beautiful green leafy plant. If the soil ain't right, the plant ain't gonna be right. Everything in nature, everything works the same way. So, and I'm trying to keep it simple because your scalp is skin. Did you hear me? Your scalp is skin. Put that in the comment. My scalp is skin. When your body gets enough of the good vitamins and the good minerals like zinc and iron and potassium, it strengthens the scalp environment. And if the scalp environment is strong, guess what you got? A strong head of hair. I don't care if it's short. I don't care if it's middle-aged. I don't care if it's natural. I don't care if it's chemically altered. It's going to be strong, okay? And also, when you give it the right nutrients, what are you doing? You're going to reduce dryness and you're going to reduce flaky scalp. Now, throw a 1 in the comment if you suffer with dry, flaky scalp. There's a reason for that. You need to drink more water. You need to eat healthier whole foods. And you need to supplement where you're missing out. It's just that simple. A healthy scalp equals healthier hair growth. 10 times out of 10. And the third benefit of taking some form of hair supplement is this: faster growth and growth support. The hair goes through different stages, growth stages. But if that scalp healthy and you putting the right stuff in your body, you are going to find that your hair recovers faster and the growth of your hair will be supported. So whether your hair is recovering from any type of chemical, whether it's color, whether it's a relaxer, whether it's heat damage or even stress, y'all, even stress, supplements help replenish the nutrients that your follicle needs to bounce back quicker, better, faster. There's no doubt about that. Now, there are other reasons why you might struggle with slow hair growth, dull hair, breaking hair, thinning hair. And those, I could talk about that in another video. But this video is about the importance of supplementation and also what you put in your body. But I'll be sure, if you want me to create a video that talks about other reasons why you may have some hair struggles, I'll be more than happy to do that. Okay? Now, the next thing I want to talk about, because I said it's important that you supplement your hair, but it's also important as to what you put in your body, because food and water matter just as much as supplementation, hair supplements, okay? Supplements are powerful. Yes, they are. And they help reinforce, but they're not substitute for real food. Did you hear me? And hydration. H2O, water. Not soda, not soda pop, not sweet tea like we say in the South, and certainly not caffeinated drinks. No, I'm talking about pure, unadulterated water, whether it's tap water, whether it's spring water, whether it's purified water, okay? Eating a balanced meal. And what is that? That's when you put a protein in your body, some form of protein, whether it's an animal protein or a vegetable protein, green leafy vegetables, and healthy fats. It gives your hair the building blocks that it needs to thrive, and thrive it will. And drinking water keeps your hair follicles hydrated, and it prevents breakage, and it adds natural shine where you don't have to use a lot of oils, a lot of oil sheen, none of that. Those things right there, eating a protein, a lean protein, green leafy vegetables, and water will do the trick along with your hair vitamin supplementation, okay? Drinking water will definitely do the trick. So this is what I want you to think of, because think of your hair as a garden, okay? And if the soil, which is for this illustration, the soil is your scalp and your body. If the soil is dry, and it doesn't have any nourishment, it's undernourished, guess what's going to happen? Nothing's going to grow. The plant is not going to grow. The plant is going to die. It's going to wither and die. You will not have a beautiful green leafy plant like this one. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So you have to do what you got to do to make it thrive. But when that garden is watered and it is fed the sun and some plant food, it thrives. You know what I'm talking about. It thrives. And you got to remember that. It doesn't matter if you wear your hair short like mine. My hair is healthy through and through. It's thick through and through. It's soft. It's moisturized. It has natural sheen. And you can do it by just following these simple instructions, okay? So remember, it's not about the oils that you put on your hair. It's not about the creams. It's not about the products. Let me be very crystal clear about that, okay? True hair health begins from within. How you gonna win if you ain't right within? So you gotta feed your body, you gotta hydrate your cells, and you gotta support your hair. I had support. You gotta support your hair with the right hair supplements, and you'll notice the difference. I'm telling you, not just in your hair strands, not just in your crown, not just in your locks, your coils, none of that, but you will see a difference in your overall energy and wellness, and that's what it's all about. Now, listen to me. If you found value of any kind in this video, I want you to share it out. Don't gatekeep it, because there are women that are hungry and thirsty for this information. And we are about empowering ourselves so that we can go through life feeling really, really good about ourselves, you know? And also, please subscribe, because when you subscribe, you're helping me. I come here and I help. I'm asking you to help me by hitting that subscribe button and hitting that thumbs up button. All of that allows my videos to just get pushed out to more people. And YouTube likes that. Okay? So help me out. Make YouTube happy. That way I'm happy. And then you know I'm going to make sure that you are happy. Okay? I want you to know that I'm here for you. I'm about keeping your hair on your head. I'm about giving you your voice back, so when you do go sit in a stylist chair, you know from which angle to talk. And I'm here for the stylist, giving you game that's going to help build your business, service your client in a way that keeps her coming back. So I want you to remember, hair is a protein. It needs supplements, it needs protein, it needs minerals, it needs vitamins, and it needs hydration. And I am here to bridge the gap between stylists and clients, one conversation at a time. And remember, hold on to your edges. I'll talk with you on next week. Oh, and by the way, I will put a link in the description to just give you some ideas on where you can purchase a really good hair supplement. No junk out here, backed by science. Okay, I'll talk with you on next week. Bye. Mwah.